AM live. Hey.
And if your neighbor commits a homicide,
all right, thank you.
What up? If you kill people and they next to you, and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
This is The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. Now, I'm asking the mayor and the common council president and the common council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I am actually starting my show. I usually start my show on my feet, standing up, talking, trying to be whatever I'm trying to be. And this time I had to sit down because I spent last weekend. So I was off Friday. Thank you to Denise Thomas for filling in for Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Denise Thomas. And you already heard the information that she will be starting a new show with Telly on April something. I don't know, 6, 5, 3, 8, well, somewhere in there in April. And so congratulations to them. Truth be told, with Denise Thomas and Telly. So I'm thinking it's going to be great. I also got a new midday show because y'all keep crying, I want to hear Kyle. And then I want to hear Mel. And so we just said, give them Kyle and Mel, and that's that. So it's going to be great. We still have 11 hours of nonstop. Sherwin is back in his comfortable place of 9 to 12. So y'all can set your lunch after. It's going to be great. It'll be even greater. I'm still... I can finally say I am not the person on 1017 The Truth with the least amount of time. So, no, I'm just saying that teasing. It's going to be great because that is Mel and Kyle's element. That's what they do. So many other special projects that are going to be going on. It's going to be great. All you got to do is advertise here. If you want to reach the black market in metropolitan Milwaukee, it's right here on the new 1017 The Truth. So make sure you check it out. So I made the mistake of not being here Friday. And, you know, sometimes when I'm not here over the weekend, my brain runs at about 150 miles an hour. One day it won't. I'll be too old to really care. But until then, this is what you get. So I have to tell you, share a few things with you. I'm going to try to squeeze it in this first segment. Spend time, Columbus, Ohio, at the 91st Midwestern Regional Convention for the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Had a phenomenal time. Crazy stories driving down and back. Yeah, 6.5 hours did not agree with me, but it was 4 of us in the car, so it was great. And we had a big SUV, so it was kind of cool. We had a good time. But to be in a room with over 1,000 black men and some white men who are members of my dear fraternity, some Hispanic men who are members of my dear fraternity, who either have degrees, have multiple degrees, are working toward degrees. And it's phenomenal. Also want to say congratulations to the Zeta Iota chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, for winning College Chapter of the Year. And also want to say congratulations to Eta Pi chapter of Alpha Alpha Fraternity Incorporated at UW Oshkosh, at the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, for winning the Scholars Bowl. Now, if you don't know anything about a Scholars Bowl, them the smart people. You know what I'm saying? Them the smart people. You know, them college brothers that like read everything. Like they're the kind that when you go eat, they read the label and then they Google the part where you can scroll down and read all the individual. Yeah, those guys. They won the Scholar Bowl. So they did a phenomenal job. They did a great job. So I want to say congratulations to them. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is coming in next week. They'll have their regional convention here in Milwaukee. And so I'll have their Central Region Director on. So that'll be great. So it's just great things going on in the city. But when I was off, I had time to what? In between the business sessions and the parties at night and the suites where everybody's partying, getting to know each other because we haven't seen. This is really the first real time we've been together since COVID. You know, so we're kind of, you know, all in, and so it was kind of great. But then as you take the time, as you walk back to your room, as you sit there watching Sports Center on ESPN, of course, shameless plug for ESPN, you start to think. And so what I want to try to do is every Monday give you 10 thoughts, maybe sometimes 5, maybe 1, but thoughts on how to start your week. And so as I drove back, unfortunately, I had, like 7, 6.5 and 6.5. I had 13 hours of drive time. So, I didn't drive the whole time, but my brain was thinking the whole time. Number one, let me do it like this. You can have more if you become more than you are. I mean, it's kind of simple, but it's not. You can have more if you become more than you are. The issue is, unless you don't change who you are, you're going to always get what you got. So if you're raggedy now, you're raggedy then. If you're great now, you'll be great then. Number 2, income does not far exceed personal development. So if you don't develop yourself, you're not going to make any more money. That's why people with degrees, medical degrees and PhDs and lawyers, dentists, that's why people with master's degree make more money. Number 3, success is what you attract, not what you pursue. So figure out what you're becoming at your job, not what you're getting. It's not always about salary. When you end up, what will you be? Success is what you attract, not what you pursue. Figure out what you're becoming. When you go to a job, figure out where will I be in 2 years, in 3 years. It's easy to do it for college, to quantify it, right? When I'm done, I'll have a degree. It's a credential. But what about when you're going to get a job? Number 4, expectations become your self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you expect to be successful and recognize all that happens as part of a growth process, it'll come true. Number 5, don't hear someone else's story and let it limit you. In other words, if you're sick, you can get well. If you're uneducated, you can get educated. If you don't have knowledge, you can get knowledge. If you're broke, you can get money. But sometimes people, well, you know how our friends could be. Number 6, power doesn't come from manifesting your destiny. Power comes when you manifest someone else's destiny. Make someone else great. Number 7, and I think T.D. Jakes said this, there's a process before the promise. The process can depress you, anger you, make you believe you can't overcome the process. Do it anyway. And number 8, stop letting people who've made no significant contributions in life speak into your life. Oh, no, you're going to try to buy a house. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. All my friends that had trouble buying a house and buying a car, they go through all this, right? But you don't have a car and you don't have a house. So how exactly am I listening to you? That's what we do when we listen to our friends and go to our peers to get advice about something they don't do. Number 9, determine what the questions will be at the end of your life and start asking them now. In other words, if you were to die today, what questions are lingering in your mind? Start working on those. Start answering them by literally living your life. Life turns out how you work for it, not how you live it. So when you ask yourself those questions, why didn't I do it? Why don't I have? Do it. A lot of people say, wow, you're so successful. You've done all this stuff and you've had multiple careers and you've done all this stuff. You know why? Because there are questions at the end of my life I want to already have answers to. So I had to live it. I think, well, how would it be if I got a PhD? So I went and got one. How would it be if I got back into radio? So I did. What you forgot is you have to earn the life that you're living. And number 10, understand life is short. That means you need to have reverence for it. You need to live it. You need to stop waiting to be perfect. There are no see? Too much thinking, too much writing, not enough talking. Understand that life is short, have reverence for it, live it, but stop waiting for perfection. There are no shortcuts. There are no hacks at all. That's the lie we tell people. Hey, I can help you do it better if you just do this. Not true. There are no shortcuts in life. There are no hacks in life. Life and success are intentional acts. That means what? That means you have to be an active participant in your life. Avoid being casual with yourself. Hey, you know those people that are just casual, just cool. Everything will be great. We'll just do it. No, we won't. Stop being casual with yourself, your family, your friends. Especially stop being selfish and casual with your life. I mean, if you don't remember anything else, always remember being casual in life can lead to, well, casualties.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
It's 1017 The Truth, Sherwin Hughes, and I'm excited about our Truth Financial Empowerment partnership with Northwestern Mutual. They're a national leader in financial services, and every month I will be speaking with a